Fala galera, ROCastro na área, estamos de volta aqui na série do Heavy Rain, gurizada. Vamos em frente, controlando o Scott Shelby. Vamos em frente. Seguir a nossa investigação aqui, gurizada. O final do episódio do vídeo anterior foi eletrizante, né? Ethan escapando da polícia.
Lauren?
I'm sorry, Scott.
You should have listened to me, Mr. Shelby. I told you to drop the investigation.
My
Caramba!
son is a serial killer. How many people does he have to kill before you turn him in?
Gordy has his faults, but he's still my son. You have no children, Mr. Shelby. You can't possibly understand. You leave me no choice. Your investigation is over. For good.
Eletrizante, o magnata ficou na cola do Shelby. Caramba! Ah, tocou os dois no rio, velho. Vamos agir. Se puderem deixar o like aí no vídeo, gurizada, deixar os comentários, se inscrever no canal, eu agradeço. Show de bola, Heavy Rain, reta final, hein?
Goddamn fool. Nothing's gonna work if I don't switch on that ignition.
Quebrar o painel pra cortar a corda ali, show de bola.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, God damn it.
Que ele não vai tirar ela? Bah, velho. Lauren Winter is dead. Loucura, gurizada. O cara nem se preocupou em salvar ela. Deu ruim, o magnata ficou na cola dele. Não aceitou ele suspeitar do filho, né? Loucura, gurizada. Como é que pode, Lauren? Será que eu poderia ter salvo ela? Na correria de tentar sair, eu achei que ele ia automaticamente tentar tirar ela depois. Que sacanagem, Shelby. Perdeu pontos comigo, velho. Olha só, o cara vai cair matando, gurizada. É o asmático mais bem preparado que eu já vi. Estamos jogando Heavy Rain no PlayStation 4, versão remasterizada. Certeiro, meu. Tiro dado, bugio deitado. Munição infinita do Shelby. Ah, tomei o tiro. Porra.
Stay back! Don't come near me, or I'll shoot!
Fucking asshole.
Please, don't... Oh!
Porrada.
Bastard! Lauren is dead! You fucking killed her! Stop! I beg you!
E agora tu implora, né?
Your idiot son killed all those kids, didn't he? He's the origami killer.
No! No! He's innocent! He's not a killer! Not a killer! Oh! Oh! Oh!
You're a fucking liar. Now tell me
Fazendo
the
gato e
truth.
sapato do tiozinho ali.
Please! Don't hurt me!
Last chance.
I don't know! I swear! I don't know anything! Oh! Oh! Stop! Stop! I beg you. I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything.
Gordy always wanted his fun, you know. He wanted to be like the origami killer. He kidnapped that kid and he held him under the water for a little too long. It was an accident. An unfortunate accident. He just wanted to play. He told me.
Ah, então o filho dele matou um mesmo.
He was
Como o Origami
crying. He
Killer.
was so sorry for what had happened.
Loucura.
Whatever he did, Gordy is my son. No one will miss him.
What?
That boy, Gordy killed. No one will miss him. Just street trash, like so many others.
Nossa.
You disgusting pile of shit. And what about John Shepard? Why did you put flowers on his grave?
I own the construction site where he died.
Ah.
I never forgot. I've been putting flowers on his grave for 30 years.
John had a twin brother. What happened to him?
I don't know. He was adopted, I think. His mother should know. Her name is Anne. Anne Shepard. That girl, Lauren, she was just a whore.
Bah, o
You'll forget her
cara.
in no time. Come and work for me, Shelby. I'll pay you well. You'll be able to have all the girls you want.
Never say her name again. You hear me? Never.
O velho é um egoísta de primeira. Ele era o dono da obra onde morreu
My heart!
o menino 30 anos atrás.
Quickly! I need my pills. In that drawer, there.
I can't let him die, even though he deserves it.
Ele veio pra matar ele, mas se depende de mim, vou salvar.
Thank you. You saved my life.
I already regret it.
Magnata. Foi feio, hein, tio? Shelby fez a limpa nos capangas ali, gurizada. Mas no fim não matou o pai do Gordy, o Sr. Kramer. Voltamos a Madison. Tô gostando muito de relembrar esse game aqui que a gente jogou no PlayStation 3 em 2010. Sexta-feira, 9/7, precipitação 124mm, quase 125.
Only a few hours left before Sean Mars dies. Hope I'm not wasting my time.
Hello, I'm looking for Anne Shepard's room.
Please sign the visitor's book.
Impressionante como a Madison
Are
é
you a
uma
member of
boa
the
investigadora também.
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, she'll be pleased to have a visitor. No one ever comes to see her. With the Alzheimer's, she has trouble remembering things, but it'll still please her. You know. It's room 19 at the end of the corridor.
Thank you. John Shepard died 30 years ago. Hope his mother has all the answers to this puzzle. Room 19. Where is that?
Quatorze. Dezoito. 17, 15. 19. Talvez a senhora Shepard, no alto da sua doença, consiga dizer o nome do outro irmão, né,
Hello,
gurizada?
Mrs. Shepard.
Is it time for my pills already?
Tadinha da vovó.
No, Mrs. Shepard,
They're never on time with my pills. I don't know what they do here. In the other hospital, they were always on time. But here,
Tadinha.
My name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist. I'd like to ask you some questions about your son.
I don't like this hospital. The food isn't very good, you know.
Your other son, Mrs. Shepard, John's twin brother. What was his name?
What other son? Oh, I have no other son. I never had any children.
Tadinha. Não lembra nada.
I know what happened at Carnaby Square. Do you remember?
Carnaby Square. I think I used to live there a long time ago. We didn't have much money at the time, you know. We had to make do with very little.
Try to remember, Mrs. Shepard. John's twin brother was placed with a foster family after the accident. What was the name of the foster family?
I asked them for a television, you know. They said I didn't have enough money. It's a pity. I'm fond of television.
Do you remember John?
My Johnny. He is a good little boy, you know.
You had a son named John, and John had a twin brother.
Do you have my pills? It's time for my pills.
I think your son is in trouble, Mrs. Shepard. He's done some terrible things. I need to find him. Do you understand?
Terrible things you're telling me. He never came to see me, can you believe it? In 10 years, never. No one forgets their mother, do they?
Ela sente, ó.
Mrs. Shepard, your son may be linked to a series of murders. Perhaps you have some information that could help the investigation.
Are you a new nurse? Where are my pills?
All right, no point in wasting my time. I won't learn anything more by staying here.
Did you make these origami figures?
Origamis.
My little paper animals. They played with them for hours. I showed my boys how to make them, you know.
Yes, your boys, Mrs. Shepard. John and... what was your other son's name again?
My other son? I only had one son. My little Johnny.
Ela se apegou no que morreu.
It'd take days, if not longer, to find the name of the family that adopted her son. Sean Mars would be dead by then.
Origami. Tá, qual é?
This woman might be the origami killer's mother. Must be some way to get her to remember. All right, no point in wasting my time. I won't learn anything more by staying here.
Aí. Vamos fazer um origami então. Ela vai lembrar, ela vai lembrar. Vamos lá.
I love origami, but that's not my favorite one.
Ai, não fecha, meu. Rumigami. Hummingbird. Lembra, vovó?
I love origami, but that's not my favorite one.
Cachorro. Vamos lá então, vamos fazer até ela gostar. Até achar o preferido dela, né? Errei um. Tá ficando mais complicado,
Oh, you know
né?
how to do these little dogs too. My children loved origami. I taught them how to do it.
Ó, John e...
John loved the little dogs. He always wanted to call them Max. Max, Max, Max. All dogs with the same name. I was wasting my time telling him they couldn't all have the same name. But he always wanted his paper dogs Max. It's funny, isn't it?
Seems to be working. She's remembering stuff. Gotta find something else to show her.
Que mais? Flores.
You don't seem to get many flowers, Mrs. Shepherd.
No, but I love them. My son knows that I love flowers. I know he'll bring me some.
Os moleques ali, ó.
Are these your children, Mrs. Shepherd? John and his brother? Is that them?
They're good little boys. Their father never looked after them. Always drinking.
Triste a história.
They didn't have an easy life, you know.
Alright, no point in wasting my time. I won't learn anything more by staying here.
Inútil, né? Vou pegar as flores, acho que é a última... Tá, vai ficar assim...
Does Mrs. Shepherd ever talk about her past?
It's not all very clear to her now. Sometimes she'll remember the oddest things, though. I suppose if she sees something that reminds her of her past.
Does she get many visitors?
She's been here for 10 years and you're the first.
Nossa, 10 anos.
Did she ever mention her sons?
Sons? Well, she often mentions John. I think he drowned.
Does she ever talk about her other son?
I didn't know she had another one.
Ela não fala
I've never
mesmo.
heard her mention it. Sometimes, if you show her things, it seems to trigger a memory from her past. You might get it to remember.
Thanks for the advice.
As flores, ela gosta de flores. Vamos lá, vamos lá.
Her memory is coming back. Don't stop now. Just remember. Show her things that take her back.
Beleza.
What a lovely orchid. My sons loved orchids.
É agora,
We used to grow
gurizada.
them in the back. When John died, I laid orchids on his grave.
Tá explicado porque o assassino do origami
cried when
usa
they told me
orquídea também, né?
I'd already lost one of my children, and now they were taking away another one, you understand.
The foster family, Mrs. Shepherd. What was the name of the foster family that adopted John's brother?
They were really very nice people. I met them, you know. In the beginning, I used to go and see my little boy. And then I got sick and I couldn't go any longer. Perhaps he thought I'd forgotten him.
Uma triste história,
He
né?
must have thought I didn't love him anymore.
His name, Mrs. Shepherd. What was his name?
But I loved him. If you only knew how much I missed him.
Please, Anne. His name. What was his name?
Come closer.
Tchan, 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 tchan. Ela contou o nome do outro filho, hein? O nome da família. Vamos, Madison. Acha o Ethan. Muito bom, gurizada. Esse é um game policial espetacular. Muito bom jogar novamente. Últimas letras. Sexta-feira, 18h24, 127.86. Que isso, cara.
The
Origami.
last origami figure. The last trial. The last origami figure.
Pobre Ethan, tá?
The last trial.
Porque ele já sofreu, né? A última foi ser atirado do telhado do motel lá. Que bizarro, hein? Lembra o Evil Within 2. O Stefano e suas loucuras.
The last trial. The last question. Are you prepared to give your life to save your sons? There is a deadly poison in this vial. It will kill you in exactly 60 minutes. If you drink it, you will get the last letters of the address. You will have enough time to save your son and say goodbye to him, but then you will die. You can drink the vial or decide to leave. The choice is yours.
The cameras. He must be watching me.
Pra mim é blefe. É blefe, é blefe. É água, Ethan. Não esquenta. Só pode ser. Será que eu matei o Ethan, gurizada? Câmeras por todos os lados. Roosevelt. 852 HO, Roosevelt.
I did what I had to, Sean. Your dad's coming to save you.
Pra mim é um blefe. Não há dúvida. Confesso que eu não lembro. O jogo tem cerca de 10 finais ou mais de 10 finais, uma coisa assim. Então, muita coisa pode acontecer ainda.
I'm nowhere and I'm out of time. Damn fucking shitty letters from this fucking address! Come on! There's gotta be a way to do this! Several different addresses fit these letters. God, they're scattered all over the city. I don't have time to check them all.
Theodore Roosevelt Lane. Tem um barulho, é trem, né? Theodore Roosevelt Road, Park. Onde é que passa a linha do trem, gurizada? Tinha uma estrada na... Eu acho que é essa.
I may only have time for one address. If Sean's not there, I'm done. It's a crapshoot.
Theodore Roosevelt Lane. Pode ser Road, né? É Road, sim. Seja o que Deus quiser. Sacanagem, o assassino deu 3 endereços possíveis ainda. Fez o cara passar por todos os sacrifícios e ainda...
We've only got a few more hours left to save Sean Mars. There has to be a goddamn clue somewhere. It's probably staring me in the face. This kid's gonna die, and I'm going around in circles!
All packed up and ready to go?
What are you talking about?
The investigation's over. We know who did it. We no longer need your services anymore, Norman. So you can ride your files all the way back to Washington. I'd be lying if I said I was gonna miss you.
Sempre batendo o
The
controle na mesa.
investigation isn't over. You have absolutely nothing on Mars.
Mars is guilty. Case closed. Anyway, it's no concern of yours now. You're off the case. So pack up and fuck off.
Blake, trouxa. Mostra pra ele.
Blake, you are an unbalanced, psychopathic asshole.
I'll take that as a compliment. Honestly, I don't give a shit what you think. I found the Origami killer. Everyone's happy. End of story. Have a nice trip back, Norman.
A polícia é que tá mais atrasada na investigação. Calma, não surta, não surta. Eu achei que eu tinha liberado ele do
Killer's
vício.
name is here. Somewhere in this data. I just have to find it. Find it before it's too late.
Vamos lá, gurizada.
One last thing, sir. You should be careful not to overindulge in you know what. It can be dangerous. Very dangerous. It'll end up killing you if you're not careful.
Vamos lá, gurizada, vamos desvendar esse negócio
That would
logo.
be most unfortunate, sir.
Ok. Pistas.
Ari was in record mode when I was fighting with the killer. Perhaps there's something on it.
Ó. Ele gravou a luta. Blue Lagoon Vídeo.
The sword was already in Paco's office. It's got nothing to do with the killer.
Ele só analisa isso.
The gun the killer left at the Blue Lagoon. Perhaps there's
Arma.
some way of tracing its history.
Serena Gun.
Impounded in a police case 5 years ago, the gun is still supposed to be in police custody. Who checked it out? If not a cop.
Sem dados para análise geográfica.
Two receipts from the same gas station. Might be near the killer's home.
Analisar ali os recibos da gasolina.
That doesn't get us anywhere.
Análise geográfica vai achar o posto de gasolina, né?
The killer lives in this zone. 342 people live around there. Not good enough. Gotta find a means of identifying the killer more precisely.
Muito bom, muito bom. Origami, orquídea.
Looks like the killer is a cop. Carter Blake! That would explain the dead-end investigation and his desire to frame Ethan Mars.
Continuar a investigação. Vamos olhar os arquivos. Ué? Não tem arquivos? Um mapa. Ah, apertei errado. Beleza. Beleza, beleza. Ver se muda alguma coisa.
The killer is white, age between 30 and 45. He is intelligent, calm, and determined. An organized type. He has a car. He's probably employed, but his work
Tudo a
allows
gente já
him free
fez.
time.
Documentos não tem nada. Vamos ver se não tem mais alguma coisa que a gente deixou passar nas pistas aqui. Tinha que ter o caso policial que ela foi apreendida, talvez.
Just one origami store in town.
Só tem uma loja de origami na cidade. Tá. Achou?
There's only one cop in that geoprofiling zone. Gotcha.
Beleza, gurizada.
He owns a warehouse on the docks. If I'm wrong, Sean Mars is dead.
Espero não ter ido no lugar errado com o Ethan.
Are you sure it's the right car? At the docks.
Nas
Call the
docas.
SWAT team. Oh, and I'll need a chopper. Today? Of course I'll need it today, you fucking imbecile.
Caramba. Voltamos ao episódio da morte do John.
I think the water's rising. I'm hurrying. I'll be right back.
Gurizada, vamos dar uma parada aqui. Show de bola. Dar uma... fazer um lanche, tomar um ar aqui. Se puderem deixar o like no vídeo, emoções finais. Se puderem compartilhar o vídeo, se inscrever aqui no canal, eu agradeço. Beleza, gurizada? Vamos rumo ao final de Heavy Rain, acredito que no próximo vídeo. Então é isso aí, obrigado por assistirem. A gente segue na sequência. Falou, até mais!